하고 싶어 꾸진 난 돈도 벌었는데 나를 보는 너의 심장은 꿈도 변명처럼 들리겠지만 부재중일 때도 나는 변하고 있던 거야 너를 위해 능력 있고 인정받는 girlfriend 요도만큼 절실한 꿈이었는데 떠나면 어떡해
Hi! I still have. I'm gonna lower my music real quick. What's up, gang? I haven't quite figured out how to get my chat box to show up again. I think I have to go into like do a Streamlabs thing, but Streamlabs won't let me log into my YouTube account. I'm using OBS though. Actually, let me link the music that I'm listening to because I love this artist. What up? Also, hi! Hello! Music! Today's fevertober prompt is BRB, so I'm gonna redraw, or maybe not like a complete one-for-one redraw, but kind of like base it off of the first BRB that I did for Caesar Fever. Fire! I gotta bring up my reference real quick. Chat, how are you doing? I hope you all are doing fine and dandy. Is that my homie Note from Rematch? From Team Rematch? Holy balls! What's up, Zen? What's up, Pokey? What's up, Izzy? What's up, Soul? What's up, Dark Knight? I don't care about the advertisements. I don't care. I don't care. Hey, it worked. Bring up my ref again. Did I switch to the right tab? I did. Okay. Making sure. I think what happened yesterday with hearing my voice twice was a glitch with OBS. And I had to mute OBS to solve it, but then y'all couldn't hear my music. It was weird. Hopefully, it will not happen again. You calling me Note is so cursed. Well, am I allowed to call you by your name? That's a you question. Today's energy drink of choice, by the way, is a cherry limeade ghost energy drink. And they're pretty good. They're just a little one note in flavor, pun intended. And they're kind of sour. But I like them. It's in 3D? Okay, Den. Sorry. Chad, I hope y'all appreciate the sketching process, because my stuff is not always immediately anatomically correct. I learned this trick, and I still use it every now and again, like a couple of years ago, where you make 2 dots between the hand and where the shoulder is to figure out where the elbow's gonna be. It doesn't always work, especially if you're doing like perspective, but for one-on kind of shots like this, it helps figure out. Like, the purpose of the trick is making sure that the shoulder isn't too long and that the forearm isn't too long. Has anything happened between today and yesterday? I don't know. It'll probably come to me. I have to make music for a couple of mods, but I'm in a really bad music block, so I'm hoping that fevertober will help me get some of that artistic energy out. Am I echoing again? No, I'm not. Okay. Taking notes? Woohoo! Like, no, like... I'll stop making fun. Or maybe I'll keep making fun. Maybe I... Turn off my little echo thing. Hold up. I am echoing! OBS! What the hell? What the fuck? I don't actually know how to fix that problem. So, like, live on stream, we're gonna try and fix it. How to fix OBS echoing microphone. We love live troubleshooting. Like, Friday night troubleshooting. Holy balls. Enjoy the beautiful music while I fuss over my OBS. I probably got like a minute delay, but I'm gonna mute my audio capture. And you know what? Hold up. Hold up. That didn't work. That didn't do piss. Why does this one mute both? What the fart? What the fart? Anyways, I have an idea. I think I'm gonna turn off one of my audio devices in OBS and y'all gotta tell me if you can hear me. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3 something. I don't know. I'm gonna mute now. The thing. Okay, I'm unmuted now. Now I have to wait a minute to see. I will draw while I wait. What do I have to yap about today? Wait, I'm stupid. I can just check myself. Dude. Opening youtube.com. Y'all are gonna hear my own stream for a minute. Hold up. I'm troubleshooting. This is a learning process. Hooray! While my chat or my YouTube doesn't load. Like 3D. Aren't they so funny? I just don't know what to say while I'm troubleshooting. I think I discovered this artist through a different artist, and I discovered that artist because he had like a trending song. Because it was... I discovered Dean first. It's the name of the artist. I'll probably play one of his songs after this playlist. But I discovered Dean, and then Dean and Hayes did a collab song. And I don't care! I don't care about Simply Classic OTR cocktails! I don't care! My idea was so genius, checking myself until my stream just doesn't load. I wonder if it would load on my phone. Now if you hear me echoing, it's because I'm checking on my phone. This is a learning process. Hooray! Evidently. Thank you, Mega Freedom. Okay, I'm unmuted now. Now I have to wait. Yes, no, gonna tell me if you can hear me. I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, something. I don't know. I'm gonna mute now. The thing. Gosh damn it, it didn't work. Okay. You can't hear that echo anymore? Awesome! Good enough. I consider that a win. I don't know, maybe it's just OBS being funky. Johnny and Neko! What's up, friends? Oh, I guess we have already been live for like 12 minutes. That's crazy. Let me open my reference again. OBS does have a history of being funky, but I'd rather use it than Streamlabs, because Streamlabs is really exceptionally heavy on my computer. That, and I remember when Streamlabs put OBS in their name without OBS's permission, and it was a whole thing. I don't know if I like that. I think they had been doing that for a while, and they only received attention on it like in 2016. That's why they changed it to just Streamlabs instead of Streamlabs OBS. applied for a job yesterday. Woohoo! I've been looking for work, but finally caved and applied to the job that my brother currently works at. The only reason I didn't want to before is because it's particularly stressful and it's a long walk away. But that's okay. As long as I'm getting that bank. That, and I think it'll be good for me overall to have something other than art to do. And get paid for it. Like, I get paid for art every now and again, but I haven't seriously opened commissions in a long time. For a variety of reasons, but I think maybe having a job will help get me back into the flow of taking commission art more seriously. I do take commission art seriously. I've been having a motivation struggle recently. Fevertober has also been helping quite a bit. Did my music stop? Come back. It did stop! That's okay. Oh, I was gonna play that one guy.
I used to spend dozens of
I
hours
used to
every
spend
single
dozens
week
of hours
proofreading.
every
I'm
single
constantly
week
fixing
proofreading,
run-on sentences,
and
unfixing
now
text
I use
repetitively with my
ChatGPT.
hands till
I mean
got
Grammarly.
Dun, dun, dun. This is really just me, like, giving y'all my playlist. If nothing else, this is the Mega Freedom give you my playlist stream. Na, 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 na. I, like, instinctually drew the collar and I didn't mean to, but we're gonna work with it. I feel like everybody knows Shazam as the superhero, right? I know it because when I was a kid, we found like the app on the App Store where you can put it up to any music and it'll like recognize what music it is. I feel like if that Shazam was a person, it'd be a superhero. Because you know how many times I'm like, what song is this? What song is this? Ah! It's been my savior. We're all really busy this year. I think it's really strange. Because I realized the other day that it's been like 5 months since my mom finally got on Medicaid. And it doesn't feel like it's been 5 months. It's just... I'm happy. I think a part of the reason why I'm excited to be employed, like actually employed, is because that was an era that I expected to jump into right out of high school and didn't because of mom and the stroke and everything. And I feel like it'll help get me out of this rut that I'm in post mom everything. I think the biggest struggle has been for feeling like normalcy. There's nothing really normal about. And I don't mean this in like a depressing way per se, but there's not a lot that was normal in terms of what I went through. I don't really think any kid at any age, any adult at any age, but any one that has just turned 18 should face seeing their mom have a stroke and then having to take her to the hospital, having to sign her DNR, having to do this and that, managing the family, managing her mother, managing the Medicaid care. It was a lot. So much so that I couldn't be employed because I was so occupied taking care of everything else. It's kind of hard to put taking care of my mom on my resume, though. I've figured out a little bit of a workaround, but it was difficult to figure out how to do that. Sometimes you get questions looking for employment, like, oh, I forgot about this part of the music video. I feel like I'm a boyfriend F and F. Awesome. Okay. What was I saying? I don't remember. We're in an era where everything happens all at once. Mega, love your artwork. Thank you. Hello. I hope you're having an awesome day. I think there's a big part of me that doesn't like talking about what happened with Mom and the stroke. Not because I'm like torn up about it. I think I've done a pretty good job of moving forward overall. But just, I tend to be kind of private. It's just, I feel like the more that I talk about it, if someone else is going through a similar scenario, because unfortunately, I don't think I'm an exception to the American healthcare system. I think I'm more of a norm. I don't care. I don't think that I'm an abnormality, which is sad to say, but if I can make one person feel a little bit less alone in whatever their Medicaid struggle is, or this or that struggle, I could talk about it. I had a concept for this, and I feel like I'm dwelling too much on the details, so we're gonna do a mega freedom. We're gonna scrap all of it. I'm very lucky to be in a stable financial situation. Me as well. I feel like overall, I've been very lucky to have been able to find the community that because I think without Fever Demons, I can't imagine that I would have been able to dig myself out of that hole of Mom and struggling financially and struggling mentally as well. Like, I feel like even if I did, it would have been significantly, and it was already hard in the first place, but significantly harder. So I'm really, really grateful. But it kind of sucks to think that not everybody has that backup. I hope one day, whether it's through drawing or streaming or other ventures in life that I choose to participate in, some serious difference can be made in terms of, like, I don't know, preventing things like that happened to me from happening again. I think to some extent my mom's stroke itself was preventable because she had high blood pressure problems previous to her stroke. It was that for a while she couldn't afford the blood pressure medication that she was supposed to be taking. So when you don't take your blood pressure medication, you put yourself at risk for serious health problems like having a stroke. I think a lot of the major medical problems that plague people in their financial situations are entirely preventable. It's just their financial situations that keep them from being able to seek proper treatment. A good chunk of the world is blind for completely treatable reasons, or sick, or dying from completely treatable illnesses. This is getting into like a a bit of a depressing topic, but I don't mind talking about it. It's just something, it's food for thought. These are my food for thought streams. And I don't think that they have a depressing conclusion overall. I'm just drawing ahead. I don't know where I'm drawing it. But I don't think that these thoughts have a depressing conclusion overall, right? Because all of the reasons that we're stuck in the systems of which don't aid us are because of human error and human activity. But we're capable of reversing it. Or at the very least, we're capable of making big differences in individuals' lives. Even if you're not a politician, even if you're not someone in power, you always have the power, especially with like the birth of social media. Again, I don't think I would have been able to find out how to help my mom without like fever demons, for instance. I don't I don't quite know if Caesar realizes how much of a difference it made to have Fever Demons fundraising, but it made a huge difference. I'm watching it while I'm feeling stomach pain, but your stream makes me feel better. I'm glad! But I hope you're okay. I don't want to take me being well off for granted, especially when y'all have it much worse than me. I feel like there's a healthy amount of comparison to be had, right? If you're in a better position than the people around you, you don't want to flaunt it. You don't want to make people who are worse off feel bad for being worse off. At the same time, you don't need to feel bad for being well off. Like, that's the ideal. I feel like when people like me describe their situations to people around them that have it better, they have this instinct to feel worse about the fact that they live nice lives. You can live nice lives guilt-free as long as you use the power that you have, even if it's not a lot, to do the best that you can for the people around you. Dun, 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 dun. And that extends to even people like me who aren't in the best positions overall. Like, I can still afford little things to help the people around me. What do I listen to next? Lots of copyrighted music today. We will do... No, wait, I saw a different song than... Okay, we'll play it after this.
Woke up in the afternoon, changed the weather, let it match my mood. Could you stay here just till after the rain? Oh, give me time and I could waste it all. Mama said I don't pick up.
These are my little philosopher streams, I suppose. Sometimes I just need to remind myself to be grateful. That's fair. And that's a good practice for no matter what position you're in. Even at the lowest of my depths where I was homeless for like... And technically I was homeless for like 2 years. It's that for a chunk of those 2 years I was living under someone else's roof. Then another chunk I was living in a hotel. And then another chunk I was also living under someone else's roof, but it was a significantly worse situation. With all that in mind, I still had a lot to be grateful about. I had food, I had a roof over my head, even if it was a car roof sometimes. I had friends to keep me company, even across the world. I had a lot of great support systems just through online. If you can find, in-person support systems, that's even better. But I think a lot of people undervalue, online support systems. There's a little bit of a stigma still when it comes to the idea of online friends aren't like real friends. To some extent they're right, to some extent they're completely wrong. Some people online are like the closest friends I've ever had. But there are cons and pros of having friends, because there are ways in which I won't be able to interact with them until I meet them in real life. There are levels of trust that I don't give them until I've met them in real life. And that's just basic safety. But that doesn't devalue the fact that I enjoy their company, or that I like talking to them, that they make me feel better when I talk to them. There's a lot of value that you can extrapolate from online friendships. Starbreak! Speaking of my homies, what's up, Star?
The morning fingers say your name. Something's gotta change. This just ain't working for me. Something's gotta change right now. I need a rearrange.
Online support systems are lifesavers for real? No, for real.
The morning fingers say your names. Oh girl, now you can put the blame on me.
Chat, I think if people in your life attempt to devalue the friendships that you have online, they may be coming from a place that is well-intentioned, but it isn't necessarily correct. At the same time, it is always good to practice caution. Like, as close as I am with some of my online friends, there's information that they don't know about me. And that's fair. That doesn't make me any less their friend. If someone ever tells you, like, well, you can't be my friend if you don't share personal information,
If you're finally
that's not
ready to
okay.
take a trip without the kids.
I'm like Sonic says right now. Sonic says, don't talk to strangers on the internet. Or I guess Mega Freedom says, do talk to strangers on the internet, but be safe. I think a lot of learning can be had from talking to strangers on the internet in a myriad of different ways, right? Because not only are you learning from entirely different perspectives outside of your own local community, which can help further your education on different subjects, right? But you're just inherently getting different human perspectives on a lot of ideals and matters and things like that. I don't know. I had a different word to say and I forgot. No, yeah, Star, exactly. This is a completely off-topic tip, but guys, if your parents ever want to share music with you, let them share. My parents had the best taste in music. What I'm listening to right now is not my parents' music, but I have a lot of my parents' music on my playlist. Respecting boundaries is key to a nice long friendship, both online and in real. No, exactly. I think communication is a lost art. Not entirely, of course, but there is a lot of emphasis on the idea of caring for yourself by means of cutting people out of your life the second that they present something unfavorable. And sometimes that is necessary for really extreme cases. Or even like, if someone keeps violating your boundaries, yes, that's a reason to cut them off. At the same time, friendships are always case by case. You'll get better at gauging it the older that you get, with every year of experience that you have on your belt. But if I left behind every friend that I've ever had, the second that they ever presented like a little twinkle of imperfection, I'd have no friends. All of my friends are a little imperfect, and that's okay. Being in a friendship isn't even like buffing out the imperfections. It's helping your friend, because I assure you, people are probably aware of their imperfections and don't like them. Even if those imperfections never completely go away, part of friendship is acknowledging that they're there and figuring out systems to help you both cope with them. I've had friends who were doo-doo ass cheeks at communication for a myriad of reasons, because a lot of behaviors come from reasons, and that doesn't necessarily excuse the impact that they have on you, but it gives you a deeper understanding of why they're there and how you can do better with them. So let's say that I'm bad at communication because the people around me are bad at communication, and everybody just jumps straight into an argument. And suddenly I have conflict with a friend, And I find myself confused because they want to communicate and I've never done that before. That's a scenario that can be a learning experience. I don't know. I feel like in a lot of friendships, learning is considered a bit of a burden on a friendship. And it shouldn't be. It comes with the package. You get such good friendships in return for being able to teach your friends something, and vice versa. You should be getting something out of your friendship. And you should be giving something in your friendship. The trade won't always be so equal. Like, sometimes you'll be in a position in your life where you don't have a lot to give and your friend has more to give. That doesn't mean that you can't return the favor later. It just means we're always constantly evolving at different rates and changing what paces we're living in our lives. I don't know where to put these eyeballs.
Girl, you're the river of healing. I was certain that I wouldn't last. You are the
I don't want to throw anyone under the bus unless they truly deserve it.
questions that I didn't know my soul.
I think the other biggest tip I can give, possibly, is the first thing that you do in a scenario when you have a problem with a friend is not make a Twitter document about it. I've seen this mistake. I'm sure you all know better. I know my audience kind of okay. But in case you've ever had the thought before, don't do that. I know there's a bit of a temptation, like, oh, this person makes me so mad. I just want to call them out for it. But I promise you that there's a myriad of things that you could benefit from just keeping a lot of your problems private, unless it becomes like an absolute public problem.
Got me feeling like it's too good to be mine. Too good to be mine. I have been broken and beaten. Yeah, the world knows how to break you down. But when pain blurs my vision, I won't.
I usually just do favors and ask for nothing because I don't want to put pressure on it. It's kind to do favors, and I get where you're coming from, but it is also okay to ask for things. And you don't want to get to a point in your friendship where it becomes a point of contention. It may seem like it won't, but let's say you get in an argument, and you could be, well, I do everything for you, and I never get thanked for it, and you may not even realize that you have those feelings until it comes up. Or the other side thinks that you don't trust them because, well, you never talk to us about anything. You never ask for anything. How come you think you're too good for us? And that's not saying that those feelings are necessarily justified. I'm saying all of them problems, all them misunderstandings, immediately solved by proper communication. Expressing if you need something, expressing if something bothers you, etc. That kind of behavior is so modern youth it hurts. Yeah. Oh, he's not wearing his favorite town fit for BRB, is he? No, he's not. He's wearing a t-shirt. Starbreak spinning! My stream delay is still kind of bad, even though I'm using an Ethernet cable this time.
And I'm feeling like the world is running dry. And you're my land, you make me sad. Even when I'm drifting away from time to time. Got me feeling like it's too good to be mine. Too good to be mine. feeling like it's too good to be mine. Too good to be mine. Got me feeling like it's too good to be mine. Too good to be mine.
I don't want to be a doormat either. I've gotten better at communicating. That's good. Roll. What's up, Roll? Roll, I'm gonna commit a Caesar Fever and you're getting a wrench. You're getting manager moderator. Wow! You're a big boy now, gender neutral. That's a thing that I've started doing. I think it was because of a conversation that I had with someone once where I said something like, "You go, girl!" And they're like, "Okay, well, I'm not a girl." And that's completely fair of them, right? And I was trying to be like, "You go, boy! You go, boy!" They're like, "That doesn't have the same kick." I'm like, "It doesn't." You go, girl, gender neutral! It's become a bit of an in-joke, where if I say a gendered term, and I go, "Gender neutral!" It's perfect. Works every time, like magic. What's up, Spooky? Did I put it on loop? I did, didn't I? Hold up. I did. I was like, damn, this song is long. Let me think. You can blame Pan. What's up, Mouse? I just say dude as a constant. That's fair. The gender neutral joke is really funny, but if someone does ask you specifically not to use a specific gender term, that's also cool. Fire. I love being woke. I'm trying to imagine the height difference between... I think Caesar Fever is like 5'7", and I'm like 5'6", and Zombie's like a god, so he's all the way up there. I'm not that much shorter. I'm like 5'6", so... Actually...
You're the Tylenol I take when my head hurts. You're the sunshine of my life. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow.
Mega, I had to do this art challenge for school, and I had to stay up for 24 hours and drink a gazillion energy drinks. Mega, how do you do it? Well, you see, Roll, the art challenge was based off of my lifestyle. Like, I'm the founding father. Chat, press 1 if you're woke. What's some old people music? Do y'all know Carol Carpenter? No, I mixed up 2 different names, dude. I mixed up Karen Carpenter and Carol King. Do y'all know Carol King is what I meant. Carol King. But Karen Carpenter's also very good.
You're not a couch potato.
Yes, I am.
Espresso martini, Kahlua.
This is Carol King. Hooray!
Stayed in bed all morning just to pass the time. There's something wrong here, there can be no denying. One of us is changing, or maybe we just stopped trying.
You know what I'd love to do on stream one day? I want to record a cover on stream. And go through the whole, like, editing process. Because it's fun. I feel like I do a lot of it behind closed doors. But that's usually just because I do them on a whim.
It used to be so easy living here with you. You were light and breezy, and I knew just what to do. Now you look so unhappy.
Yes, all my woke army! I'm probably like a minute and a half late at this point. It's too late, though we really did try to make it. Something inside has died and I can't hide it, I just can't fake it. Oh no. Why is Meg in a cave? It's OBS. The only way that I've learned how to fix it, Mouse, is by muting my microphone, or by like muting OBS as an application. But if I do that, then it doesn't play my music. It's weird. I don't know how to fix it.
There'll be good times again for me and you. But we just can't stay together, don't you feel it too? Still, I'm glad for what we had and how I once loved you.
What's the Bang Energy logo look like? It's like that. It's like a bee. Something like that. I don't remember. We're gonna do the Ghost Energy logo instead. You know what's funny? I think my drawings are actually worse on live streams. I don't think it's a nervousness thing. I think it's that my computer lags really bad when I stream. That's okay. It's too late. Once my computer doesn't run like doo-doo ass, and I think it'll be good soon because I bought canned air today. I'm gonna clean out all the dust on my computer. But once my computer isn't running like dog cheeks, I think I want to stream Squirrel with a Gun. Which is a game that came out recently, right? And I'm super excited. I'm so excited to play Squirrel with a Gun. You don't understand. But some other old people music. Old people music. We're doing Masquerade by George Benson. This is your old people music channel today. We've already been streaming for almost an hour. I'm getting pretty good at this. I'm an expert.
Are we really happy here with this lonely game we play? Looking for words to say.
Chat, I think one of the best ways that you can get better at singing is just by humming.
Finding understanding anywhere.
I don't know that I've shown off any particularly impressive singing, and I don't think I'm a particularly impressive singer overall. But the reason I got as good as I am now is just because I was self-taught. Like I feel like a lot of people have that limiting mindset of when it comes to learning new skills, that you have to learn from a professional or you're not going to be able to pursue it, if that makes sense. Like with singing. If I can't sing unless I get singing lessons. Untrue. Just start. I can't draw unless I get drawing. Start. Pick up a pencil. Do it. No balls. Got in the way. We're lost inside. I'm the Bee Gees now. The game we play. Only your moms are gonna get that joke. And maybe your dad's. I've heard of Squirrel with a Gun. I'm really excited to play it. Really, really excited.
To understand the reasons that we carry on this way. We're lost in a masquerade.
Okay, I give up on drawing. We're done drawing the fevertober for now. What do I do? Let me think. I'm gonna draw Squirrel with a Gun while you guys come up with suggestions. How do I draw Squirrel? It's like a fuzzy little guy. Oh, he's got ears. This kind of looks like a white cat. Guys, I'm so good at drawing animals. I'm like a god. Shush your singing slaps. Thank you. You're so delayed, but thank you. Starbreak, I bet your singing would also slap if you bothered to record a cover. When are we gonna collab? It helps when you learn breath control. Oh, 100%. That's part of... Because when I say self-taught, I just mean like using the internet and gauging yourself. So it was half and half for me. I learned of what singers say that the best traits of a good singer are, like breath control and vibrato, and like the some of it is just control. It's a little bit of hearing yourself and a lot of control. I don't really know what tips I could give on breath control other than like good exercise. Stamina does a lot for your breath control when it comes to singing. I think the most impressive song that I've ever sang in my entire life is Ballad of Jane Doe from Ride the Cyclone. And I don't know how I did it, because I've got a pretty middle-low vocal range for the most part, right? Like, I tend to fit into the male vocal spectrum. Ballad of Jane Doe is very much not in that spectrum. In fact, I'll play it after this. I'm not gonna sing to it, I'll give an example. It's also just a really good song, but I don't know how it happened. In a masquerade.
Oh, in a masquerade.
Me. I recorded little half-serious stuff. You should record more. A lot of my beginning covers were like, oh, but I'm kind of joking about it, right? Because I don't know how to like actually do and then it was the gateway. It was my gateway drug. Probably on a dumb channel. You should release it to my DMs first. We got a collab. Yeah, I should do a karaoke stream one day, at least when my mic isn't echoing.
It's gotten more dangerous to be a woman in Texas.
And it's Ted Cruz's fault. So
True.
whether
I don't know if that's true. I don't know what's true. It could be untrue. I don't know. I'm not qualified to talk about that.
Some might say we're released, pushing daisies.
Ride the Cyclone, the musical, is also just a really good musical. It's a something, but it's really good.
There's just one lingering fear on my soul.
She goes freaking high, dude. She goes higher than Brother Freedom. This is me ascending, listening to the song.
Oh, no soul and no name and no story. What a shame. Cruel existence was only a shadow.
I can tell that Jane Doe is a very high difficulty song. You know she sings it when she's like spinning around on a wheel? Like in the stage play, they hook her up to a wheel and she spins around. It's awesome. At some point, they hook her up to a little like you know, you want people to fly in a musical. She starts flying around as she's singing this already difficult song. Dude! I just gotta really. Oh, I already read that. I'm stupid. I'd genuinely be open to a. We should!
And from the ground beneath my feet, I hear the anguish of the street. And like an old
What's up, Madly?
tune, a song that no one knows. Forgot how it goes.
Ride the Cyclone is also just a really interesting plot line. Because, like, all of these choir kids, right, they go to a musical on their way to a music competition, right? Because they're in choir, right? They're like, yay, I love roller coasters. We're at Six Flags. They're not literally at Six Flags. I think it's this part where she starts spinning. But all these kids are like, oh my gosh, I love Cyclone. I love the Cyclone. Yay! And then they crash and die. And the musical takes place in, like, purgatory, where they all have to decide, like, one person's gonna get to go back and live, and they have to vote on who. Listen to this one note, dude. Girl? Hello? Again, she's doing this spinning and flying. She's crazy. We might get shot for this, I'm sure. You know what? I'm gonna draw a demonstration. This is her, right? She's on like a spinning wheel. That's her! That's her! Maybe one day I'll release the attempted cover. Because I do have a recording of it. It's just really bad. She's freaking crazy. I'm gonna play this one for Mouse. This one's for you. It's not that. That's an ad. Thank you, Allstate. The song does sound like she's flying at that part. I'm gonna nerd out for a minute. Hold on. I'm sorry, Hosier. I'm gonna nerd out for a minute. All the characters died, right? Jane Doe is one of the characters, and that's her name, even though it's like anonymous name. That's because she died, and no one knows the identity of the girl who died. Like, so she doesn't even know in purgatory. So her thing is that the only thing that she knows about her death is that she was in choir and she was on a roller coaster when she died. So the high note, the creators have said this, the high note is representative of the scream that she let out when she was on the roller coaster and died. It's freaking metal. Did my stream die? You know, I don't think it did. So I'm putting Hosier back on. I'm so getting copyrighted. This will probably be the last song that I play. And then I'll log off and figure out what the hell is going on with OBS. We are just chatting. You know, this entire time I was drawing and I forgot to change the existing toggle that I have. Dude. Looks like I have to look for an
Kroger
outro
Pharmacy,
song.
care is
It's
what's most
not
convenient for you.
the Kroger Health advertisement. It's not that. We're gonna use Emotional Orange's West Coast Love. I'm gonna play this song and then intro. My lag is getting to me. Bye for now. I'll be talking in chat. Also, the starting soon and ending soon screen are so similar because they were based on one another. Like the new starting soon screen is based off of. I'm gonna redraw it.
I was sipping when he slay and he say, "Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, we can." Jukebox on a black top, that's that West Coast love. After school hooking up. take it back to the bed.